Hey everyone, Spectrum Studio here today with a 2012 Audi R8. This thing is filthy. The owner hasn't washed it in over 2 months. Good news is that I ceramic coated it earlier this year, so it's going to be a really great example of the power of ceramic coating and all the benefits it can give you. The thing is covered in road grime, so definitely drove it in the snow here in Denver in wintertime, and going to give you some great shots of me cleaning it up, maybe some light paint correction later on. But otherwise, really looking forward to showing you the transformation of this thing today. I got some close-up shots of the car and how dirty it is. Funny enough, it's covered in a uniform sort of just road grime and silt as it's actually parked in an open parking garage. So it looks white across the board, but it's white with an even layer of dust all over it. So the power wash and transformation is really going to show you the underlying color and also show you how easy it is to maintain a car even with relatively high levels of neglect after you've put a good ceramic coating on with the proper maintenance and preparation. So it's going to be really exciting. Really excited to show you all of the great shots of this car today in the studio, and thanks for watching. As part of the video today, I'm going to try and do a little bit of voiceover and take you through my process. Nothing that you haven't seen before or groundbreaking in the detailing world, but for those uninitiated, could be a good chance to learn and see about the proper way to detail a car. But just to demonstrate to you guys the power of ceramic coating and how easy it is to maintain a vehicle once you've applied it, I'm just going to get some great shots of how the power washer will cut through all of this baked on road grime that's been sitting here for a few months now even. Haven't even touched the paint yet, you guys. This is just with a consumer grade power washer and some warm water. You can see that's just where the water's gone over it, and this is how dirty the car was before. So huge difference, and almost zero effort so far. Honestly, for most people's uses, you don't even really need to touch soap or rag to vehicle. So honestly, when I wash my car in the wintertime and it's cold and don't want to scratch it up, I will literally just get a power washer to self-serve and go over it. Once it's been ceramic coated, it is good to go generally with just a power wash. Half and half, you can see white where I just power washed, where the power washer went over, we see this gray and that gradient right here from where water went over and took off the top layer. And then you can see right here the obvious actual kind of dirt that was sitting on top of that. So with just the power washer, you're getting almost 90% of the way there, I'd say, which is a really, really great way to save some time and effort. So I know for a lot of people, this would actually be enough to be satisfied with the car wash, particularly in the middle of winter. But since we have a detailing channel here, we're gonna go to everyone's favorite part next, the foam gun, and really get this thing completely clean before we take it into the detail studio. Just getting that last 5% of debris off the paint. The car is already pretty clean, so I'm not very concerned about that at this point. But this should be a quick step in general. Car is super well lubricated right now with that foam cannon. So anything I am picking up is getting caught and suspended in the suds. And at the very end, you can go low and get the actual most affected parts of the car, like the bottom of the front bumper. All this rubbery tar and road grime comes right off, especially after the ceramic coating, like I alluded to earlier. But that, what was that, 5 minutes, maybe 3.5 minutes of actually involved sort of exercise and effort in the vehicle. The rest was taken care of handedly by the foam or the power washer. Last step of the wash here is just go back with water. That concludes the wash process, at least. I'm gonna dry it now, and I need to recharge my camera battery, so that'll take a second. I don't know if the jury's still out on these wash blades, but I've been a big fan of them for a long time. It makes the drying process super quick and very satisfying. Just a quick draw across. Last step is using this. It's a 4 horsepower hand blower. Now for the next and definitely most annoying step is the wheels. Nothing crazy here. I'm not going to spend too much time on them. Basic rundown is I'm going to power wash them, put the Iron X fallout remover on there to dissolve the brake dust, power wash them again, spray them one more time, get in there with a soft microfiber to try not to scratch the wheels as much as possible, and then get into the little cracks and crevices with a long barrel brush and a fine horsehair bristle brush in the smaller cavities. But I'm going to give you one example, and then after that, we're going to go over the detail bay. Next, I'm just gonna put a nice coat on there and get a microfiber and work my way through the wheel and get rid of as much by hand as possible in a gentle manner here. Right, everyone, just finished up the wheels. I did the same process on all four, and I actually used the little hand blower to get rid of all the potential water spots and contamination left behind. So wheels look great, car is clean. I'm gonna pull it forward and clean up the bay here and take you guys over to the detail studio. First thing I wanted to address today was these bizarre ghosting marks. It's strange because these are powder coated wheels and they were relatively newly powder coated, but I noticed these in springtime when I went to clean the wheels. I tried to get them off with some compound by hand, but it didn't work, and I'm gonna try and go with a tiny little rotary extension and see if I can't bust through these with some compound. This came out really well. There's a little bit right there. The edge still has it and this still has it, but overall, pretty happy with it and gonna continue around the wheel. Here we are a little more than an hour later. I went through it. I think I got about 60–70% of the way there, removed most of the obvious bits of sort of contrast that attracted your eye the quickest. Definitely didn't go 100% hog wild on it due to the fact that I was using a high cut compound and it's prone to burning through edges like this. There's a couple little tiny spots that you'd have to get really close, but vast improvement, particularly from 3 feet plus. You really can't tell that it's there anymore. You can kind of tell that it's not quite as lustrous as the middle, but like I said, from 2+ feet, it's pretty good. And for a car that's my own, if a customer brought this in and requested that I take care of this, I'd spend more time. But this is my car. I thought that these wheels were etched and kind of toast, but I'm pretty happy with this right now. Just got some spray detailer and a damp high pile microfiber. Try and clean them up and protect them a little bit so they're easier to clean next time. Nice thing about a quick detailer on like a textured plastic like this is that some of the waxes that it's made with actually give the plastic a bit of a sheen back. Next, I'm going to give the interior a quick vacuum. Now, of course, if these mats were dirtier and this wasn't my car, I would definitely take them out and power wash and scrub them, but just for this quick maintenance wash that I'm doing right now, not necessary in my book as it's my car. These are also pretty easy to scrub, just given the simple pattern and the fact I can get my fingers between all these little ruts. Lastly, I'm going to go around the interior with the 4 horsepower blower, some interior detailer, and another microfiber to just get all the dust and fingerprints off. And on each door. Next is interior glass. Fresh microfiber. Once again, this glass is pretty clean, so doesn't need that much work. I got some ceramic spray and I'm just going to put it on an applicator pad and do a once-over, kind of quick ceramic maintenance. And this thing should be good for another month or two before another wash, and it'll be perfectly protected and be even easier to clean next time. One panel at a time, allowing it to cure after a minute or two. Take a clean microfiber and buff to remove the haze. Now I'm going to go around the rest of the car and finish this up. That concludes the wash today. It was a super quick one. Like I said, this thing's already been paint corrected and ceramic coated, so I just wanted to, get it clean, show you the capabilities of ceramic and how easy it is to clean after that. So I'll close it out with some before and after shots, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm doing an E36 M3 next week, and that'll be a full multi-stage paint correction, so really excited for that. And stay tuned, and hope you guys like the format, and stick with me for the next one. Thanks. Bye.